In 1942, a U.S. Air Force reconnaissance plane flying over Greenland vanished during a storm. Most assumed it was lost forever. The Arctic was merciless, temperatures below zero, blizzards so thick you couldn't see your own hand, and no sign of life for hundreds of miles. But the pilot, Lieutenant James "Jimmy" Mallory, wasn't dead. His plane, riddled with ice and running low on fuel, was forced down onto a glacier. The landing was rough, the landing gear shattered, wings bent, and the fuselage nearly split, but against all odds, Jimmy survived. He was alone, freezing, and surrounded by an endless white wilderness. For the first few hours, he thought rescue would come, but the storm didn't stop and the radio was dead. So he did what few would dare: he decided to survive. Jimmy salvaged parts from the wreckage, ripped out insulation for warmth, melted snow over a small fire of fuel-soaked cloth, and rationed his emergency chocolate bars like gold. He even kept a small journal noting the weather, the stars, and the direction of the sun, hoping to track where he had landed. Days turned to weeks. His boots froze stiff every night, his gloves were torn, but Jimmy refused to quit. Using torn metal from the plane, he built a reflector, something that could catch sunlight and signal rescue planes. One morning, nearly a month after his crash, a faint roar echoed across the ice. A U.S. search team flying low spotted a flicker, a flash of sunlight bouncing off the glacier. They turned back, circled again, and saw it, a lone man waving his arms beside a half-buried aircraft. When rescuers reached him, they found Jimmy thinner, frostbitten, but alive. He saluted them, smiling weakly, and said, "Took you long enough." His survival became a legend among pilots. The man who landed on ice and lived to tell about it, proof that courage and wit could beat even nature's deadliest front. Years later, Jimmy's plane was still visible under the ice, a frozen monument to human willpower. And his story, it wasn't just about survival, it was about defiance. One man against the coldest place on Earth, and he won.